Hey everybody, I'm back. So I was going to do this yesterday. Unfortunately, I was so dead tired from working that I did not do that. So in today's video, this is going to be books that are coming in tomorrow. And I will also explain the reasoning behind one of them. So yeah. So the first one is entitled... let me just pull this up. I hate this. I know the first one is Killer Run by Lynn Calhoun. And the second one is Murder on Wheels, also from Lynn Calhoun. I also picked up the entire box set of got it now. Roald Dahl. These are books that have not been censored, have not been edited, have not been changed. These are the original books that people like me at my age remembers reading. Now, I will say I have only read the Twits. I don't even know how this book ends. I must have been like 8 when I read the Twits, and it was just amazing about how kind of dark the book was. And I was like, wow, I have an opportunity to get the unedited versions of these books. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. So that's also coming in tomorrow. Now, there are people that will say, well, he was anti-Semitic and he was a racist. Just like one author I know. Why would you want his books in your library? And quite simply, because of the controversy, because of what Inclusive Minds did to this collection, essentially just butchered the shit out of this collection. And I do agree with one person who said, in 50, 60 years, when more people go and do this, they're going to look at the edits that were done in this day and age and say, oh, no, that's backwards too. And then you're going to have more edits of the same book. And before long, it will look and sound nothing like Roald Dahl at all. So I'm getting it for that reason. I know some people are going to support what I'm doing, and some people are not, and that's entirely up to you. But as an author, I feel the need to do this. Another thing I want to also talk about in this video, besides telling you guys what I'm coming in, is the idea of I'm in here. The idea of getting upset when somebody does not like something that you like. So I was reading on Reddit. Reddit is my favorite because it's really not social media per se. It's more a bunch of people answering questions, which is definitely not social media. Because you get a lot of, there is monitors that monitor what you're saying to make sure that you're not becoming a menace to society. But the thing was, so the second season of Percy Jackson has been announced and all that, and I would rather get a root canal than to see that show. I would. Give me a root canal any day. I got a bunch of teeth that need it. Because one person said there was no chemistry between the actors. Another one said you're trying to condense a fat book into 8 episodes. Nobody was having fun. I mean, it felt like there was no fun in the show. A couple mentioned the race swap, I ignored that. I was more into like, oh, you know, how did people feel about their interactions on the screen and all this. And I only watched one episode of the show. This is why you didn't get reviews of the other ones, because, as I said, I would rather get a root canal. I'm sorry, I don't want to damage my brain cells. It's like how you can like tell as an audience that you can kind of tell they were friends, like they're so good that you're fooled into thinking they just met or they've only been around each other for a year because they have such a dynamic like personality. I just did not get that with Percy and Grover, the actors playing Percy and Grover. I didn't like what Grover did to Percy. I think I mentioned that in the review. And I'm sorry, but the show sucked. Let me be honest. It was just a tad better than She-Hulk. But no. The only character there was only two characters in the whole freaking show I liked. Sally and Poseidon, those are the only two characters I liked. And that was just from watching the clip. I'm sorry, they didn't even do like special effects on Ares' eyes. He's supposed to have these like nuclear bombs going off inside of his eyes, and no. I'm not sorry. I don't like the show. I hate to say this. I like the movies better. I do. Because at least, I mean, yes, there was issues with age and all this stuff, but I just felt like that I was entering this world of like Greek mythology and all this stuff, and I mean, no. As I said, I would rather get a root canal than to watch the rest of this season. And definitely, I would rather get brain surgery than to watch the second season. The only show that looks more than remotely interesting is Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action TV show, created by the creators of the anime. I made sure I paid my Netflix subscription just to see that show, because people are saying it's going to be really good. I know there's people that think that you should have some people of color in there, and that's their right to have that view, but I want to see Avatar. I must see Avatar. That is the only show that I am even remotely excited about, jumping up and down in excitement, because I so want to see that show. Percy Jackson? No. I will stick with the books. And another reason that I don't want to see the rest of this show is Raiden is a racist. Why would you support a racist? I mean, I have racist family members, and I don't even support them. I don't talk to them. I don't ask them how their cousins are doing. I don't care if they go to France. I don't care. I have nothing to do with my family because they're racists. But that's that's my mother's side of the family, which is very big. I don't even, like, when I get my mother's ashes back, I'm not even inviting them to see it, because first of all, they just won't come, and second of all, I just don't care. I just don't care. But yeah, so that's what's coming tomorrow. Oh, another thing that's coming in tomorrow is my 2 bookshelves and my Minnie and Mickey phone case. I ordered it because it has a protection on it that protects my camera. So, yeah. So, I mean, look, people are going to like the show, and that's their right. But with the fact is that he admitted that he's a racist, and all of the negative stereotypes in his books, and the fact he's not apologized for those negative stereotypes which people wanted from him but never got, because he doesn't feel sorry. He doesn't feel bad that he did it. The fact is that I was looking at these previews of the video that people uploaded that had scenes from the show. I not even remotely interested in finishing the season and watching the second season. Another thing that I want to, before I leave, speaking of the renewal of the second season of that thing, why is it we haven't got anything about the second season of Goosebumps, which was a far better show than Percy Jackson? Why is it that you renew a show that I don't give two shits about, but you will not let anyone know about a show that people actually care about, that actually was near the top of the Nielsen rating system, which should be a hint that the show is good enough to be renewed for a second season? Seriously? You got people to subscribe to Disney Plus just for Goosebumps, and you won't tell them if you're renewed for a second season, but you'll renew Percy Jackson? You know? And then, I have a lot more to say about Raiden and his comments, including about why being white was essentially a bad thing. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that sometime later on, way down the road, because I will not be mentioning Rick Riordan for a pretty long time. I made a comment on the Reddit about the fact is that it just felt sanitized. The clips of the show felt just sanitized. And this guy was like, oh, why do you think your opinion matters? Well, I happen to be an author. So, yeah. I create characters and I sell them in a book form. So, yes, my opinion does matter quite a lot, because authors' opinions are opinions that people happen to listen to. Yes, for someone who spends 2 to 3 months writing a book, editing it, making sure it looks more than halfway decent, doing a book cover, paying for an ISBN, doing this, doing that to ensure that you get a product that you probably may or may not like. What do you do? Person who commented on my comment? What do? You go on Reddit and you comment about things, and that's all you do. So, yeah. Bye. But anyways, I don't mean to be like that. It just seems like to me that when people were criticizing something that other people were enjoying, that they just could not understand why in the world people are criticizing something they love. Everyone's going to criticize something you care about, like they criticized that Law & Order SVU episode. People like Law & Order SVU, but people have the right to criticize when a episode is just bad. just bad. But anyways, that is it for tonight. I hope to see you guys around. Until next time, be well.